Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you. I am the Layback Gamer, and we're back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends. Sorry I've been gone past couple of days. I was trying to see if I can get my internet restored to my PS, almost said 3 again, PS4, so I could do some Monster Hunter recording. Progress on that's going a little slow, so I haven't really been on. However, a lot has happened in the past couple of days. As you can see, we now have card backs. This is the one for Clockwork City, and I have all of them but the Dark Brotherhood. I just need to purchase the Dark Brotherhood pack, and then we'll have all the card backs currently in the game. Now, let us hope we get a legendary. Epic's pretty good. Okay, I'll take an epic. And the epic is Mage's Guild Retreat. Not too bad. Not a card that I play with, but not too bad nevertheless. And let's see, what do we got? We got a rare, and the rest of our commons. Unfortunate. Not even a premium. Alright, come on. I need something good here. I need something good. Alright, rare, double rare's okay. It's better than the average pack. Triple rare. I'll take a triple rare. I don't think I have 3 Gloom Wraiths, so got a bit of a win from that. A common, another common, rare, common, epic. Need legendary. Ooh, Markarth Bannerman. I don't think I have that. As we are all, many people are familiar with, it is a card that I do not enjoy seeing, so I instantly get rid of it. Because when it attacks, it puts 2 1/1 Firebrand, Nord Firebrands into your hand. And they have charge. Quite annoying. Alright, come on. Can we pull one legendary? Can I pull a legendary out of this pack? Please be a legend. Oh, double rare. That's okay. Oh, but a premium rare. Very nice. Murkwater Witch. That actually looks like some really dope art. But yeah, as I was saying, quite a bit actually happened since I last recorded. One was obviously the card backs. So there is, now you have the classic card, the core card back, which is available to everyone. The Clockwork City e-card pack, which is if you pre-purchased it or purchased all 3 wings, you get this card back. And it's very nice. I believe as of this recording, they are on for a limited time for $6.99, I believe. Well, at least the one for the Dark Brotherhood is on for $6.99. I imagine Clockwork City is also on for that. And that is really beautiful art. I like that. It's not, yeah. I can't talk today. Here we have the Flame Atronach, which came in the Atronach bundle. It came with 5 card packs, which we just opened, and 2 card backs, which is this, and the Storm Atronach card back, which also looks pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and equip that. And then we have the Elden Root, which is comes as a bonus purchase whenever you purchase anything in the game. I obviously chose to purchase the Elemental Core back, as it essentially gives it an additional card back to add on. This, I think, will be around for a while. So will these guys. But the Clockwork and the Dark Brotherhood will not be around for, I don't know how long, how much longer, but is a limited time thing. If you're interested in collecting these card packs, definitely get on it now. Next, we had a new set drop in. It wasn't a big set. It was very similar to the Madness pack. I forget what it was called. I think it was the Forgotten Hero. So what it had was, and I'm going to do the quick card reviews right now. Cradle Crust Giant, 6 mana, 6/4 with summon, deal 2 damage to all of the creatures in this lane. I think that's it. It's okay. I mean, for an effect, that's really good, but the stats that it's got on it, I don't think I can agree with, really. Not sure if I'm a fan of this. I'd have to do some testing on this card. I don't know. We'd have to see. Here we got Doppelganger, which is very interesting. 5 mana Hidaedra 1/1, awful effect, but the summon is to transform Doppelganger into another friendly creature. It depends on the creature you're copying or when you get this card. Obviously, you don't want it at the beginning of the game, or to have it be the only creature in your hand. Now, I don't know if summon effects work, if it triggers the summon effect. If it does, this card on summon cards, amazing! Because you could essentially double up your Parthenaxes, double up Odavings, double up anything in the game. And I think it would, if it keeps the items, or gets a copy of the items equipped to it, you have Gardener of Swords now. That has a great option for it. Would be another good option? Pack Leader would be pretty decent, since now you're buffing up all your guys. There's just so much out there right now. Pureblood Elder would be pretty decent. And, well, yeah. Anyways, let's move on. I kind of previewed a little bit of everything else, but Cast into Time. An action, banish a creature and all creatures from your opponent's deck with the same name. I think this is a potentially really powerful card. 5 mana kind of sucks for its cost, but I mean, the effect that you get from it's really good. Now, say they play... It's basically I would say it's on par with the Black Dragon. You don't get the creature behind it, but in exchange, you can choose when you want to use this effect, how you want to use it, and whom against you want to use it. Say they are running Master of Arms is the one card I can think of right now. In the past, such a pain to go up against those creatures. Or, not creatures. I guess it is a creature. But such a pain. Yeah, you have the Dragon... You have an activate Dragon Priest Mask, picks up 4 more items. One of them's a Dragon Priest Mask, which picks up another... It gets out of control way too quick. And say you also had a Gardener of Swords, and you're on turn 10. You have 2 of these in your hand. You laugh in the back of your mind as you cast all copies of those cards into, well, nothing. And you look at it and go, yep, I just smashed my opponent's OTK combo. Very nice card. I love it. I'm playing it with it right now in a new Mage deck that I made, as you may be able to see from the side. The monthly reward, already went over it. Pact Leader, I think the Pilfer effect, pretty decent. It summons a young wolf, which I imagine is a 1/1. Oh yeah, it says so there. It's a 1/1. Other wolves have +1/+1. I was going to say I would like if it had summoned a wolf, but I don't think the Pack Leader summoning a wolf is necessary. It would be too powerful for its stats. You'd have to nerf it a bit. And like I said in the previous video, it's a better alpha wolf, just because it doesn't die to anything. I would love to see Alpha Wolf get 1 extra health. I want to see it get some play. It's just too underpowered for what it... The effect is good, but it just dies so easily. I've only ever seen it once, and that was in the campaign. I have never seen it since. And I just finished putting it in my things from a below deck, which I haven't tested out yet. But, I mean, I'm probably going to be the only one playing with that card. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Sly Marshblade. 2 mana Argonian, 3/2. Last gasp. Draw a card if you have 7 or more maximum magicka. When I first read this, I'll be honest, I read it as summon on accident. And so I thought, okay, this is a pretty good effect. But you have to wait till turn 7. Well, not anymore. You play this creature turn 5, then play an Argonian, a Tree Minder, go to 6 mana. Next turn, if this guy's still alive, you're on 7. Trade 2 creatures into your opponent. Yeah, you just 2-for-1'd yourself, but you got a card out of it. So, pretty good. I'd say this is going to be included in a few different types of scout decks. I think it's potentially pretty decent. Next one we have the Bleak Coast Troll. 4 mana, 5/5, slay, +1/+1. I'm not really agreeing with this, especially since it kind of breaks what the trolls are all about. Trolls are they can regen. Some of them gain power when you regen. Others gain. I can't talk today. But if you try to understand what I'm saying, I don't agree with the effect with the Bleak Coast Troll. I mean, yes, the body for 4 mana is pretty good, and whenever you kill something, I guess it technically gains a little bit of power and a little bit of health back. But I mean, just not what I was expecting. Which is kind of sad because I enjoy the. I'm not saying it's a bad card, but personally, I don't like it. What I would have done is maybe make it 6 Magicka and give it the regen. That way, it actually becomes a pretty big threat. But for that, I don't think it's too good of a threat. Costing only 4 is nice, though. Moving on to the neutrals, we have Set's Masterwork, a support for 3 mana. If you started the game with no duplicate cards in your deck, your cards cost 1 less. I like the way this reads. I like it. It's much better than the Hearthstone comparison of this mechanic, where it's if you don't have any duplicates in the deck. This way, say in the future we have a card that adds more cards into your deck or your opponent's deck. Like, oh, I know. A great example would be with the new deck that I have. I crafted a Journey to Sovngarde just for it. Say I play a Rift and Pickpocket, Dark Rebirth, and I get another Rift and Pickpocket. Both of them are in my graveyard. I Journey to Sovngarde. It goes back into the deck. Now I have 2 copies, but since the one didn't start in the deck, I could still play Set's Masterwork. I could still play there's a couple other cards that benefit from this, that have this mechanic. And I like that better than the Hearthstone one, as with Hearthstone, you can kind of cheat it a bit, whereas you wait until the very end, and then just then play the effect. Whereas here, you have to build your deck to have specifically one of everything, and that's it. Can't have doubles, otherwise you can't use this card because they started in your deck. So, I think this is a really good card. I've been playing it, and I've seen the effect firsthand. It can be pretty powerful if you manage to get it off. I also think this is going to be useful in certain types of dwarven decks. If we ever have more dwarves added, dwemer creatures added to the game, which, we're bound to in the next massive card expansion, I believe this is going to see even more play in that type of deck. We'll have to see, though. I think this is really good. Next up we have Nirmina's Shrine, a 4 mana support at the end of your turn. If you hit 3 cards this turn, draw a card. I don't really agree with the cost. Personally, I think it should cost 3. But keeping that in mind, Market Archer can abuse this pretty easy. You have say a Market Bannerman and a Murkwater Shaman on the board. Oh, look at that. At the beginning, whenever I attack, I just have to attack once. And now I have 3 cards I can play. Just like that. And if I have Swindler's Market out, now I deal 3 damage to you and get a card. Not to mention, I also have 2 pretty good creatures on the field. I think this is going to be awesome in Market Archer. Aggro decks also getting a bit of a boost from this, but in order to activate it, you have to hold on to the cards for it. So I'm not quite certain what type of aggro would play this. I think an aggro deck could play maybe a mid-range aggro, where they wait till the mid-game and then push total aggression. But I don't know where else I would see this. I'm not quite sure. Definitely combos out with Set's Masterwork, though. Really good with it. So I could see both of them being played together. Voice of Balance. 4 mana 4/4. It's a Nord summon +4/4 and guard if you have an action item and support in your discard pile or in play. And that or thing is very important because it means you don't have to have it in your discard or only have it in play, but you can have a mix of them in two different places. So you can have one, say, an item in play right now and a support as well as an action in the grave. And it's very easy to get actions. Supports, not so much. And items, it depends on the deck you're playing. But having a Voice of the Balance, suddenly becoming an 8/8 with guard. Okay. I think it's decent. I could very much foresee this being run in a deck that runs all the treasure hunts. So definitely a deck that has strength and I would say either intelligence or intelligence or agility. So an archer or a battle mage would more than likely run this card. Could I see? Oops. I could also see Willpower doing that, running this card, just because they do have quite a few support. I think they have more supports than anyone in the game. So I could also see a Crusader running with this. I'm gonna have to try. I want to try it out personally, see if I can get that effect off. Oh god, I can't pronounce that. Morokai, the Deathless. 5 mana skeleton, 5/5. If you started the game with no duplicate cards in your deck, you gain 5 health and restore a rune. Even if you don't get you kind of want the effect. But a 5 mana 5/5, nothing to sneeze at, still pretty decent. And it's even better if you get it's a mini Mechanical Heart, except you can't use this card to come back from dying. So there are some places where the Mechanical Heart still beats this card, but it would be on par with the Mechanical Heart, especially since you get a 5/5 from this. You gain 5 health, and you restore a rune. You have to use this card after you lose a rune, unfortunately, if you want to get the full effect. Which, for my play style, I always say, yeah, give me more cards. Keep hitting me. Break a couple of runes. Go ahead. And now this just says, yeah, do that now. I'm going to punish you. I can punish you sooner than with my Mechanical's Heart. So there you go. Ulfric's Uprising. 6 mana action. Trigger the summon of each friendly creature. Only good if you have a large amount of summons. Aside from that, kind of garbage. You definitely... Well, the trick is how much does your board cost? If it costs more than 6 mana, say if you have even one Parthenax out, yeah, it's not great value, but you're still getting essentially a reduced Parthenax with the body already in play and able to attack, so there's something. Odoving, always nice. Dream would be to have Alduin in play. Your opponent just decides, okay, I'm going to restock my board. You just use your board clear. Play Ulfric's Uprising. Now my opponent's board is reduced to ash. Again. So it depends on what you use Ulfric's Uprising with. The more Magicka you save, and when I mean save, I mean how much Magicka do you currently have on the field in summon effects? If it's greater than 6, you're getting you're earning value from it. If it's less than 6, waste of time. It's definitely I have to play this card to see. Siege of Stros'Maki. We've all seen that picture before. It's nice to see this artwork make it into a card form. 10 mana action. If you started the game with no duplicates in your deck, play a random creature, item, support, and action from your deck. Obvious combos with Voice of Balance, and it plays it in that exact order. The ordering's not random, it's just what it pulls is random. I had some fun with a new deck that I included this card in, and oh my, if you get it off and if you build your deck a specific way, you can get a very powerful item out just like that. Creature comes out, depending on what you have in your deck, can be very good, can be very bad. Support, again, can be pretty good, can be pretty bad. I run only Mechanical Heart in my deck that runs Siege of Stros'Maki. So, as long as I haven't drawn it, I get a free Mechanical Heart out of it. Action, I have plenty of good actions in the deck. Piercing Javelin, Arrest, Sanctuary Raid, Revealing the Unseen. No, not Revealing the Unseen. It's the intelligence that adds 2 random actions to your hand. Still pretty good. So as long as you build your deck around both this mechanic and this card, or you get lucky, this is a very powerful card. And lastly, we have Tullius's Conscript. Summon one of each of your one of each of your creature from your deck that costs 2 or less. You're going to have to be running an awful lot of 2-drops to make this work. But I like this card in the fact that it gives... Well, I don't like it for what I'm thinking of, but I like it for the fact that you can have a lot of 2 costs in your deck. Or, if you're lucky, you have Journey to Sovngarde activate. Actually, it's even better. Journey to Sovngarde activate. That way you can have anywhere upward all the way up to 7 cost. Come back, they have +5 in addition to their stats, to what they already have. Their summon effects, their last gasps, everything. I could see this card being used in any deck that runs I shouldn't say any mid-range deck. You run Journey to Sovngarde, you run a copy or 2 or Tullius's Conscripts, you play Journey once you've exhausted most of your mid-range creatures. No, you play Journey when you do that. Draw Tullius's Conscription, play it, board full of juiced up creatures, instant win. Except against Alduin. But that was the set review of the Forgotten Hero cards. I'll be honest, this was coming out a lot sooner than I had thought. I was caught a little unaware, so I apologize for that. I built a deck around the one of only e-cards. I named it Reno Mage, just as a bit of a joke. For Hearthstone people, they understand. But essentially, here's my deck list. It curves out pretty decently. It acts more of up to 5 Magicka. You're pretty solid. And then anything afterwards could also be pretty good. I wish I had a Nakrim in this deck, but I don't. Couple cards that I'm playing that might seem a little strange is Merchant's Camel. Merchant's Camel is to try to get a little bit closer to Journey to Sovngarde. Plus, there are also some cards in this deck that are situational, such as the Healing Potion, Desperate Conjuring, Excavate. Oh, Revealing the Unseen, that's what it was called. J'zargo could be that. So there's quite a few cards in here. I'm also running... let's see. I'm running Rift and Pickpocket to try to get some value from my opponent. I had a game where I got Orb of Nermina from my opponent from a Rift and Pickpocket. I resummoned the Pickpocket and gained another one. So I now had 2. And then one of the Orbs of Nermina charges gave me a 3rd copy from my opponent's deck. I was playing against a support mage. And I said, oh, look at this. So I get to play support mage in addition to what I've got. And it's another good way to add more cards into your deck. You take creatures from your opponent's deck, and you play them. When they die, you Journey to Sovngarde, and now you have creatures that didn't even start in your deck back. The Vicious Droog, obviously, for supports. I'm trying to find a good spot for Voice of Balance. I think I'll take out the I'm probably going to take out Doppelganger. But I need another item to add into this deck. Let's see here. I don't want to do Mentor's Ring. Dragon Priest Mask, not really. Legion Shield. I'll be honest, there's not too much that I want to add into here that we currently have. Dawnbreaker would be one of the cards I'm considering, but I don't want to craft it right now. What would be another one? I was debating between also Heirloom Greatsword and Staff of Sparks. I'd probably go Staff of Sparks just because I don't want to constantly be top decking an Heirloom Greatsword. It's not good. Nope. And I got a little bit of some soul gems to bring back. Look at that. Exactly 2100. And yeah, the list goes on. Imperial. Whoa! Whoa! I did not mean to add that into here. Whoops. That card was not supposed to make it into this deck. I don't know why it's here. I already have a Tome of Alteration. I suppose we could say we'll add the Spear of Embers in. And then I have the Winterhold Illusionist to add... Well, it doesn't add another card. Well, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I had to think about that for a second there. Conjuration Tutor, obviously. Lava Atronachs, pretty crazy deal. Praetorian Commander, giving all your creatures in your deck +1/+1. And sometimes in addition to the Journey of Sovngarde. Clockwork Apostle for the extra damage. Bringer Nightmares, a little bit of fun there. Lanath and Ancano, obvious reasons, very powerful cards. Manacora, that was a must include. Do I have a Javelin in here? I just want to make sure I have my... Yep, Piercing Javelin. That's good. Supreme Atromancer. A little bit more value. And if we manage to combo it out with the Tutor, another even better. Dwarven Colossus for even more value. Getting... I don't know how much the orbs cost, how much the power cells that it creates cost, but getting 2 of them at... whatever they cost, well, probably 0 mana, 5/10s, pretty insane. And Alduin, as I'm running so many dragons in this deck, it makes sense to have Alduin as a big board nuke. I don't have too many... Ice Storm is my best board clear right now, without Alduin, so makes sense to have him in. I'm going to run one quick match with him. Well, not with him, with this deck. I created it today. First, I'm going to go... What did we get that was new? An Orcish Warhammer. I knew the Bannerman was new. Oh, interesting. That's the first time I apparently got one of these that wasn't premium, because I know I have a premium one. And, of course, the premium Murkwater Witch. Now, without further ado, let's hop into a game. So I can... hopefully show you just how to run this deck. Gonna go ahead, hop into rank. I was playing with my other mage deck today, and it didn't really work out so well. That mage deck for whatever reason, kept getting smoked by the people. And so I created a completely different deck, and it's been performing well. I've played, I think, 4 or 5 games with this, and I've only lost one of them. And as you see now at the beginning, you now see the card back that your opponent's running. So he's not running any card back. And the nice new animation to flip over your cards. So you drew the 3, and then you reveal them all, as well as the really nice drawing animation. It looks like you're actually drawing a card, and then you get to see it.
All can be had for the right price.
Oh yeah, I threw Memory Wraith in here to wipe my opponent's grave. Sorry, no, I don't want to have that guy going and drawing cards. That would be bad. Alduin, I like your card art is epic, but you're gonna get probably Death Hallow Priest at this rate.
The waters of life.
Nice. All right, so we have a desperate conjurer. Ooh, we could play Jazargo instead.
Can't you see I'm busy? Try to keep up with this.
We are given an experimental scroll. And if he plays Death Hallow Priest, I'm going to be feeling very, very upset. Ideally, we play Desperate Conjuration on the Praetorian Commander, as there's a lot of 8 drops at 8 cost out there. Oh! Well, how nice of you. Wow! You must have been really threatened by that.
Can't you see I'm busy?
The nice part is that my opponent has no idea what I'm running. My opponent made him look like I'm starting with I'm doing an actions.
Soldiers, form up.
That might seem out of the ordinary. So that might tip him off that this isn't an action deck. I don't have the speaker in this deck. Is he gonna clear that guy out too? Because that would
Steal from
suck.
folks who ain't using it. That's the key.
Let's attack
Don't
first.
let them break our lines.
Can't you see
Attack,
I'm
attack. Desperate Conjuration. What do we get? Ooh! Oh, I do have cards. I was trying to think, do I have creatures to actually have that activate? Monk Strike, I got a 1 cost. Daggers in the Dark. Oh, that's a dragon too, so Alduin get... Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. You gonna kill him? Yep, he's gonna kill him.
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Okay, that will move him, so we'll be able to kill that guy off and get a free action from that. Dark Rebirth. Let's attack.
Can't you see I'm busy?
What's in his grave right now? Let's Dark Rebirth.
The ambition of the Telvanni knows no bounds.
Fell the Mighty. That's really good. And I don't need to play Daggers in the Dark. I'm sure that probably hurt him a little bit. Oh, and another free action! Okay, now you're getting annoying, friend.
Trouble?
Nope, we're keeping the Javelin. I don't want to play that. Thief of Dreams, very nice.
Seems Khajiit was outwitted.
It was a pipe dream shot. And I really... Actually, the Soul Terror should have been the one that I picked. Could have brought back the Memory Wraith. Okay, let's see what this scroll does. No, not that! I didn't want it to do that. Actually, yeah, I did want to do that. That's 3 health. He's removing an awful lot of creatures. I kind of wish he has Mechanical Heart so I could just play my support destroyer.
The waters of life.
Oh, he's going to play Hiss
I
Grove.
wasn't looking for trouble.
Now I might want to consider using the Piercing Javelin. Oh, there's our Mechanical Heart. I think I'm going to use the Piercing Javelin.
No getting this one.
Okay, it moves a friendly creature and gives it Drain +3, so we don't want to use that right now. I want to use it to get around one of my opponent's creatures.
Drain your lock.
Oh! Okay. Well, Fell the Mighty works. Perfect. Or we can suppress. No, I don't have the, I don't have 12. I think we gotta Fell the Mighty and I want to play. I really want one of my 3-cost creatures.
No.
Can he kill him? Oh, he's going to kill him. Didn't break a rune. Happy with that. Let's see what we get. Winterhold Illusionist. Not bad. Fell the Mighty. And end the turn. Wouldn't it be nice if he had double Hisgrove in hand?
Steal from folks who ain't using it. That's the key.
That would be a dream if he had double Hisgrove in hand. He doesn't. Okay. Laneth, hello. Alright. Shall we get... Oh, I don't have a support. No, I drew my heart too soon.
There's always a way, and I can always find it.
Alright, time to Laneth, and let's see what we can get. Well, I don't want Morokai. Or maybe I want Morokai. What do I want? Yep, we're going it. We're doing it. I gotta go siege a Stros'Maki so I can actually show you guys. No, wait, I do have a second support. I'm an idiot. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. What does he got in his grave? Oh, no! Well, good news. As long as he doesn't kill Laneth, we can silence. Oh, come on. Really? I think I'm going to have to siege. I'm actually going to have to siege. Uh-oh. How much do I have in my hand?
Waters of life.
That's enough to mill a card. That would have been very useful. I gotta think about this move. I mean, if I siege, I could kill myself. Although the likelihood of that, I get a creature in action. Do they have? I don't think he's gonna have any charge creatures to play. So if I get, getting my javelin, my spear would work. I just gotta think. You know what? Just do it. Oh! Manacora! Hello! Oh, that's Tome. Supreme Atromancer. Of course, gotta play that. Wait, how many cards do I have in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I've got 10. I can't do it. I have to arrest one of his guys. This is a crappy arrest. That was a crappy arrest. Oh, wow. But I win next turn. Yeah, I do. I got Suppression, and we can play Supreme Atromancer for the win. Wow. That was a nice card to get. Oh, he's gonna play it again? I wasn't counting on getting sent. I wasn't counting on getting a rest. Otherwise, I would have taken his Parthenax. But I just don't think it doesn't matter. He still dies. He's still dead. You're dead.
Gone.
You have to have like 2 fire breaths. And I don't think you have it in you. He doesn't have it. Oh my god, he had it. He did it. Wow. Okay then. Well, color me impressed. I wasn't expecting him to be able to pull it off. I think we go Fabricate and the 1 damage one. Is there any way I can win this turn? Let's see here. That combo would only give me it only gives me 7 damage. I'm too short. No wait, I win. I still win. Because I can suppress you, yes. You can attack.
I wasn't looking for trouble.
Supreme Achemancer.
I summon thee.
And then Fabricate. We win! Okay, I thought about that one too long, because I also had the Shriveled Mummy and the Droog. I had creatures to feed him. Alright then. Okay. That worked. That was really fun. That was also a pretty clutch comeback. Well, I kind of had it from the bag there. Even if I didn't have it, I could have played Mechanical Heart. Doubt he would have had an answer to that. Interesting that Stros'Maki ended up giving me the Arrest and the Manacora. But, ah well, doesn't matter to me. Still pulled it off. Still a great showing of... Actually, we also got to show off our support card, the set's Masterpiece. Or, not Masterpiece, Masterwork. Without the reduction of Magicka, I would never have been able to have done that, pulled that move off. Would never have happened. Would have lost right then and there. Well, no, I wouldn't have. But you get what I'm saying. I got to show it off that even if he didn't Unrelenting Force my Shriveled Mummy back in my hand, still, and I didn't have that silence. Thanks to that card, we still won because of it. And obviously, Siege of Stros'Maki can be insanely powerful, insanely crazy. Gave me the ability to come back in the game. He was so worked up with killing the Manacora. Didn't see anything coming from my hand. Probably had him completely confused on what I had in my deck for the entire game. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up before my camera decides to cut the video on me and I have to make it 2 parts. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video or any of my other videos to anybody who you think will enjoy my content. I'm going to try to be getting back on schedule. Don't forget, this Friday, also, there's going to be a stream for Elder Scrolls Legends. It's going to start at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be, depending on what happens, if there's a Grand Melee, we'll play a Grand Melee. If not, we're going to be doing a bit of solo arena, as well as playing a bit of ranked, and like every stream we do, also going to be crafting a card for everybody who shows up and who watches the stream. As long as you're there, or when I'm ready to craft when I'm at the card crafting stage, which is going to come at the end of the episode, or at the end of the stream, I'll craft you guys 1 card of your choice. If it's a common or rare, it would be premium. If it's an epic or legend, it's going to be the regular, just because I don't have the soul gems to throw away on that. But regardless, thank you all for watching. Until next time, take it easy.